Hello, welcome back. When you were last with us, we had 2 wins in that last episode. We're staying that little bit in front of the chasing pack. The question is, we've played 1 game since the last episode. Have we managed to keep that gap? And are we any closer to getting promoted to the Premier League? All will be revealed on today's episode of To Be a Legend. Hello and welcome to episode 21 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have 2 games for you. First of all, against Norwich City in the Championship, away from home at Carrow Road, and then at home to Blackpool in the Championship. And you will see from this particular screen that the game against Burton Albion was a 4-0 win. That's 3 games on the trot that we've won with clean sheets, so doing really well at the moment. The game against Burton Albion, Luke Freeman after 27 minutes, Han Noah Masengo after 30 minutes, and then Morgan Rogers 58, and Ryan Green rounding off a minute into injury time at the end of the game. We've had a few knocks. We've had an international window while things been going on, and as I say, we've had a few knocks and bumps and what have you. Probably just as well to quickly pop to the medical centre. Currently out, Connor Roberts is out. He's got a damaged knee cartilage. He's going to be out for another 10 days, so he's on his way back. And Tom Delibashiru played for Nigeria. He made his debut for Nigeria in the international window, but he's come back with blisters on his feet. Really painful, makes my feet hurt. But Tom Delibashiru, so he's going to be out for he'll be out for the first game of the 2, because there is a week between this one and the game against Blackpool. So let's pop back to here and then have a look at the table, because that will tell a sign. You will see in this column here it says PL. That means we have qualified for the playoffs, so at the very least we are going to be in the playoffs, boys and girls. So that's good news, but we still remain those 9 points clear of Nottingham Forest in second, 9 points clear of West Brom in third, and some 17 points, 17 points clear of Norwich now. Huge gap we've opened up against them down there in 4th. So I'd like to think the worst case scenario now, really, the people that we're watching are Nottingham Forest and West Brom, which I think means that in the next episode we will be seeing that West Brom game coming up. That will come out. So that's the one that probably will make us the decision whether we actually win, go up as champions, or go up via the playoffs, or even just go up in automatic position. So with 7 games to play, 21 points available. Still, Nottingham Forest can get 100, so we're still 12 points shy of that. 4 wins, I make it, and that's if we include today's game. I reckon by Queen's Park Rangers, it could be by the time we get to West Brom game, it's null and void anyway. It doesn't make a lot of difference, but we'll see. It will either come back from West Brom and one of the others, or it will be Birmingham and Swansea. I'm thinking it could also be West Brom and the other 7-side derby against Swansea. Right, we're going to crack on with the episode. Its first game up is against Norwich City at Carrow Road. Norwich City, we haven't beaten them. 3 times we've played them. 3 times we've lost to them, so we haven't actually been able to beat them, whether it be at home or at Carrow Road. It's 2-0 loss, a 1-2 loss at Ashton Gate, and a 3-2 loss at Ashton Gate earlier this season. Let's hope for changed fortunes today. And the team that we're going to put out against Norwich to see if we can beat them for the first time: Bentley in goal, Pring, Nelson, Phillips, and Viner in our back line. Viner, of course, in for Connor Roberts, who's been on the injury table. And Masengo and Williams continue in midfield because Delabasharu's got those blisters. Rogers out on the left. Freeman in central midfield. Gordon out on the right. Gordon been playing well. He did take a knock, but he's actually back. So did Ryan Green, but he took a small knock in training, but he is back in today, so that's good news. Schneller, Zarate, Semenyo, Young Coombs, Fernandez, Cabano and Jenna are all on the bench for this one, and we just need to watch. Nelson is 1 yellow card away from a 2-match suspension because he's 9 yellow cards. So we're hoping that he I mean, if he's going to do it, I suppose in a way it's better to do it now because we've got Blackpool and that coming up. But that's the team that's going to face Norwich. And here we are at Carrow Road underway. An early highlight. Viner to Freeman. Back to Viner. Viner inside to Phillips. Phillips to Viner. Along the line to Gordon. Viner. Phillips, not short of scoring goals against Norwich, but the problem is they have a habit of coming back and beating us, and Bentley launches this one to Rogers, who doesn't get his head on the ball, but that ball flicked on, nobody there. Masengo, Rogers launches a long one to Gordon, who's free and in space. Gordon cuts it back for Williams. Williams now over the top to Gordon. Gordon's tripped in the area. No penalty given, whether referee played play on or whatever, but Ryan Green supplies Rogers, and Ryan Green another assist. Lovely ball through to Gordon in the first place. Williams then gets it into Gordon. Gordon tripped, but I think he actually played the ball. It did actually flick it to Green. Green then saw Rogers, and Rogers plants it away. So with 3 minutes on the clock, we are a goal to the good. Viner with a throw in on that far side. Freeman, Viner, Gordon. And Rogers has been fouled. This is a penalty this time. Freeman with the penalty, and it's saved. Freeman has been known to miss penalties, and he's missed another one today. Straight at the goalkeeper. And that would have put us really out of sight. Question of whether it went over the line. SI, let's hope that you've sorted this out in FM23 because it's bugging me. That tells me nothing. All I can see is the ball hanging over the line. And what I want to see is a view from there, looking down on it. Phillips to Masengo. Masengo out wide to Gordon again. That was a lovely ball from Masengo. Gordon, Freeman in the area. Viner, he's going to have a go, but he's fired it over the top. Still those 9 points in front, which means Nottingham Forest must be winning. They are indeed. 3-0 up against Wigan, and Maja is the player of the moment, actually, for them. Yeah, I think he won the player of the month. Ball forward, a speculative ball. Nelson onto it, and Bentley gets us going. But Williams gives the ball away, which is unusual for Williams. Freeman tackles, and lovely wins the ball. Rogers back to Nelson. And we come forward again. Nelson to Phillips, who's picked up a yellow card, I noticed. Nelson, Freeman, goes out wide for Gordon. Gordon chests it down past the defender. Gordon, and it's a cross in. Green, on target. Made a save from the goalkeeper. Must have thought he had that. That was a terrific break. And lovely ball into Green. Right on his head. Oh, that's over the top from Viner. Viner had a couple of attempts here. We'll see this again. Gordon to Viner. Viner hits it first time right into the path of Green, and Green nods it straight on target. But Roche, the in goal, Sergio Roche, he's having a great game for Norwich. Saved their bacon a couple of times. Freeman heads it on, but fortunately not to anybody. And Williams gets the tackle in. Masengo over the top to Ryan Green. Ryan Green's angle was cut out by the defender, Ryan Green tries to get it in. He does. But it's cleared again by the goalkeeper. Pring will come forward once more. Really attacking with intent. And Roche, who's having a great time in that Norwich goal, saved the bacon many a time. And a missed header there could let them in. It's only 1-0 and they get back in. It'll be all square. Oh, Cantwell's in. And he scored. Bentley is statuesque. And that missed penalty may come back to haunt us. Once again, we can't seem to beat Norwich, and Cantwell beat Bentley at his near post. Poor from Bentley. And half-time has arrived. Quite sure what we do about this. We'll have a look. 9 shots, 4 on target, 1.56. They've had 4 shots, 3 of which are on target. We've had 54% of the possession. Just need to keep going. We're not doing badly, but we need to put away some more of those chances. And you come back and join us at Carrow Road. We're underway. No changes at half-time. And first highlight of the half goes to Norwich, but it's cut out. And Freeman with the ball out wide looking for Gordon. Didn't find him. And defender defends. Heads it back to Roche. Cut out again by Williams. Well intercepted, but Williams gives it straight away. I'm not sure what he was doing. Put it out wide to Cantwell. It's a cross into the box. And a penalty's been given. Oh, dear me. Obviously, the instructions haven't worked quite well. And we're going to go 2-1 behind here, unless Bentley can do some heroics. Come on, Bents. No, tucked it well away. Cantwell putting it away, and it's 2-1. And our bad run against Norwich continues. Good job we've got that little bit of a cushion. As 50 minutes comes up. And Niang is on. Minutes comes, and Roche brings Norwich out again. We had so much of that early game, and realistically we didn't do anything with it, and we could pay the price here as they come forward. Mufi has had a long run down that wing and not cut him out, and danger ensues again. If they go 3-1 up, we are in trouble. Oh, Richards is in. And Bentley has made a fine save. Bentley keeping us in the game here. Swung in. Nelson heads it clear, but only as far as Cantwell, the man who's caused us all sorts of trouble. Silva is blocked. Who blocked that? That was Williams making the block. But that's not going to go out. And coming forward again. Richards in here. And Bentley getting a hand to it, putting it over the top. Rogers cuts that ball out. Now we need to make something of this. Masango gets caught on the ball. And that's the difference. They've been inches quicker. Richards in acres of space. And Bentley saves again, but he's offside. Right, it's 77 minutes on the clock. Time for changes. In fact, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it this way. We need to go attacking. Freeman is tired. I am tempted to put Rogers up front as a advanced forward. He's better as the advanced forward, I think. And then Ryan Green can be the pressing forward on attack. Freeman can go out here. And then Freeman's going to come off for Nishkins Cabano, it's telling me. Nishkins Cabano. As an inside forward on attack. Bring young Coombs on for Katie Gordon. Those are the two changes. We want to do some opposition chain checks as well while we're at it, because they've brought on another player. And we will do that. Tactics, give team talk, pump fists. Let's go out and make a difference. Doing, and highlight comes to Norwich. Now a bad run against them continues. We're going to have to break it at some point or other. Really are. They're like a bogey team to us. That ball over the top. Gould is on it. Oh, pushed it back. Richards shot from distance. It's going to get. Ooh, Cantwell looking for his hat trick, but luckily the angle was so tight. Bentley getting his hand to it, but Cantwell just couldn't quite get it in. They've come back into this game exceedingly well and still no chance of getting back on terms here. Even danger of going another goal down, really. Williams wins the ball, but then loses it straight away. The ball crossed in. Nelson heads it clear. But Norwich still have the ball, still come forward. Can we sneak the ball off them and go up the other end and put it away and equalise the score? No, Richards is in, and that's it, 3-1. Not a game that we deserve to lose, but it is Norwich. It is what it is. We just seem to have this habit of losing to them, and it's happened again. Make those final changes. We're tired now, though, and it's not coming to anything. It's a 3-1 loss. Let's have a look and see what damage that's done to the table. 20 shots, 7 on target, 2.56. They did beat us in the end. 15 shots, 11 on target. Really rammed at us, and possession as well. They came back, and they came back with ferocity once we got our noses in front as early as 3 minutes. But that was the sum total of it. Really, really annoying. Oh, and that hurts. It's 6 points the difference now. Nottingham Forest beating Wigan by 5-0. And whilst they're at it, West Brom have done a similar job on Luton Town. They are 3-0. So it's only 6 points between them now. We need to pick it back up very, very quickly against Blackpool. Yeah, that's not good, as it's 6 points, and we are in danger of ending up in the playoffs if we're not careful here. And Norwich, who haven't done a great deal of late, have come and punished us. And disappointing collapse it was. Achievement centre attention. Right, I'm going to move on very, very quickly. We're going to come back then for the Blackpool game. Blackpool, mediocre amount of results against them as well. We never seem to be able to beat them particularly, albeit we did beat them at their place earlier this season. But when we've played them at Ashton Gate, we have beaten them once back in 2021, which is some time ago now. So let's hope that we can do the business against Blackpool in this second game of the episode. And this is the team that will face Blackpool in this second match of the episode. And with that lead cut to 6 points, we need to be winning this game. Hopefully this is the team to do it. Bentley in goal, Pring, Nelson, Phillips, Viner, our defensive line. Deli Basharoo is back from his blisters. Williams is alongside him in midfield, and we're Rogers, Freeman and Gordon continue in our attacking midfield. Gordon has signed for another year, so he's on loan with us next season as well, which is good news. Ryan Green continues up front. Schneller, Zarate, Masengo, Young Coombs, Fernandez, Semenyo and Jana are all on the bench. And here we are back at Ashton Gate for this one against Blackpool. And we need to be putting on a good face, because Nottingham Forest, 2 minutes into the game, are already in the lead. Gordon tries to get that through to Delabasharoo, didn't make it. And the long kick from the goalkeeper. Freeman, Delabasharoo, Pring. Delabasharoo his blisters don't seem to have done him any harm whatsoever. And his 5th goal of the season with barely 15 minutes on the clock. And we go 1 up against Blackpool. That's a bit more like it. Missing him in midfield, I think, in the last game. Pring with a back heel to Delabasharoo. Created himself some space and put it away. Pring with a throw in. Throws it to Rogers. Rogers holds the ball up for Williams. Williams to Delabasharoo. Delabasharoo goes all the way back to Nelson. Williams now. Freeman, Green, Williams goes out wide to Viner. Viner straight in, and Ryan Green makes it 2-0 after 17 minutes. 2 in 2 minutes. And Viner, that's about the second time I've seen him do it recently, hits that first time. Williams, lovely ball. And on the volley, Viner hits it straight into the path of Ryan Green, who just first time, puts it away, 2-0. Freeman to Rogers with a free kick. Freeman, Viner on the edge of the area. Phillips, Viner, Katie Gordon. Ooh, Phillips to Gordon to Freeman to Green, moving this ball around. Lovely ball, though, goes awry, and we lose the ball. But that ball missed through. Phillips decides not to go back to the goalkeeper, but he is this time. Bentley to Nelson to Pring, moving the ball around nicely. Pring, I thought, was going to lose that ball, but had a bit of pace on him. Rogers now out wide, crosses it in. Green was getting himself ready for it, but the defender cuts it out. Nelson, Freeman, Green, Delabasharoo to Gordon. 3-0, 22 minutes on the clock. And I've not even been watching how many goals they've been scoring, but a tidy 3-0 in the first 25 minutes. And I think we can not worry about this one. It's a lot more comfortable when we win games like this, which just begs the question why we didn't do it in the last game against Norwich. Just Norwich seemed to be a bit of a bogey team for us, really. Freeman with a free kick. Oh, what a goal from Freeman. He's 12th of the season. Is that 4-0? It is. And, well, we've run away with it in this first half so far. Six points, the lead still. Pring. Phillips to Williams. Delabasharoo, he's second of the game. He's 6th of the season. 5-0. Blackpool have just been blown away in the first 43 minutes of this game. Not had an answer to it. In fact, 42 minutes. Not had an answer to us at all. And Delabasharoo's come back into the side and scored 2. And half-time is with us. And what a first half that was. 7 shots. 6 on target, of which 5 of them have gone in the net. A 0.85. Surely the XG's got to be more than that. 58% possession, and Blackpool have had no shots, none on target, and 42% of the possession. Deary me, what's been going on in other games? Nottingham Forest still 1 up against Barnsley. Good game for Barnsley to come back into that one. Norwich 0-0 with Cardiff. West Brom are 1 up against Watford. That man Dyke again. And leaves us no difference in the table. Seals 6 points between us and the chasing pair. But 5 games to go. 15 points available. Still 100 points is the target. Still 3 games to win out of the remainers. And that would see them off, as it were. But we need to keep going. So it's a task and a half. Second half comes up next. And we have a highlight from kickoff. Green getting us underway in this second half. That's a rarity. Green. Are we going to add to the 5 in the first half? Gordon is out wide. Gordon to Williams. Williams to Freeman. Freeman to Delabasharoo, who's on a hat-trick and thought he had got his hat-trick there, but puts it wide. And they have a corner, which is headed over the top. Probably one of their very first chances of the game, to be fair. Ziger, their goalkeeper, with the ball. Nelson heads it down to Freeman. Freeman goes out wide, looking for Rogers. Didn't find him. And we're seeing Blackpool having more of the ball than we did in the first half. In fact, I don't think we saw a highlight for them in the first half. They've got a long way to come back, though. don't really want to give any goals away. A 5-0 win would be stupendous. And Phillips will cut that out. Delibashiru, Nelson, Phillips, Williams, all the way back to Bentley. Bentley, long one over the top. Ryan Green, he's controlled it. Look at that. Oh, just took that one tap too much. Got round the goalkeeper. And the defender managing to save the day. West Brom 1-1 now with Watford. We just need Nottingham Forest to draw as well, and that would make life a lot better. Freeman in space. He's offside though. Williams trying to break him loose and couldn't. We go past the hour mark. Bentley to Phillips. Phillips to Nelson. Nelson to Delibashiru. Pring. Rogers looking for Green. Couldn't find him, but Nelson tidies up. Williams has picked up an injury by the looks of it. Phillips, Viner, Gordon. Back to Williams. Williams to Nelson. We'll sort him out in a moment. Pring to Rogers. Rogers back to Pring, who holds the ball up. Swings it in. Green again, and Green gets his second of the game. His 16th of the season. And he is a oh no, it won't count. He was offside. Just a wee bit too early for that one. And I think we're going to get to see the line. Right. The ball still not come forward yet. Nelson, Pring, we're moving it around very, very well. Where was this ball? Pring, I think, was the ball, was it not? There's the ball over the top. So that's the disallowed goal. I thought we were going to see the... we will see it now. Yeah, he's only just, but he was in the offside position. And that was a bit of a shame. Right, we just need to sort out Williams. In fact, Williams picked up an injury. Potential foot injury, which is a bit of a shame. We'll put Zarate in midfield. That's what's being suggested. So that's what we will do. Go out and make a difference. Not added to our 5 goals from the first half. And they have a free kick. Ziger with the free kick. Nelson heads it on, but it's only a defensive header in the end. Not getting it to the person he wanted to. Potts goes out wide. Potts drives this one in, but it's headed clear by Phillips. And Blackpool will try and build again. Nelson heads that one down. Delibashiru got that on the volley. Would have been better off bringing it down and controlling it. And Hamilton gets clear of his man, Lavery, and he scored. Shane Lavery gets one back. We're not going to keep a clean sheet this time. His 16th of the season. And Hamilton beating Viner. Lavery was on the inside of him. Nobody marking him. Just a little bit too high for Bentley. Bentley couldn't get there, but it was dipping. And right, we're going to do opposition changes as well while we're at it. Make sure we've got everybody covered. Lavery isn't covered, I hasten to add. I'm going to mark him and go in hard. As we head to the 70-minute mark, looking for some changes shortly. Hopefully that's no more than a consolation goal. And Nottingham Forest still leading at Barnsley. Hopefully Barnsley can get back into that game. And once again, Watford has dropped off. We can't see the Watford scoreline, which is really annoying. Hopefully something that will be fixed in FM23. Right. Luke Freeman is tired. And Noah Masango coming on for him. He's had a good game. Oh, no, hang on a minute. Cancel that for a minute. Katie Gordon hasn't had the best. Nathan Young-Coombs is going to come on for him on the right-hand side. That's our second change for the moment. Get out there and make a difference. And Young-Coombs, another player that's come through the ranks. I think he has, or did we bring him in? I can't remember now. As we head down to those 85 minutes, 86 minutes. I'm not going to throw this one away. But we will make that final change. And it's Nathan Phillips that is tired. Higa Fernandez can come on for him. He's complacent though. 3 minutes of injury time, and it looks like it's going to be a 5-1 win. It is a 5-1 win. And in the end, Bentley beaten, which was a bit of a shame because up until then we've been green throughout the team. And yeah, Deli Basharu, though, an 8.9 on his return from injury with those blistered feet. 16 shots, 8 of which were on target. So 50%, 2.24 on the XG, 56% possession. They had 6 shots, 2 on target, of which 1 was a goal, 0.57, 44% possession. A good win, but let's see what happened in the other games. Did Barnsley manage to get one back and help us at the top of the table? Let's find out. Well, unfortunately, Nottingham Forest managed to win that game 2-1. They did actually get a second goal through a penalty, but Barnsley did get one back 3 minutes into injury time, but it wasn't enough. And Nottingham Forest continue to keep us tightly squeezed at the top there. Norwich losing to Cardiff. Really frustrating. We couldn't beat them. Everybody else seems to be able to. We couldn't. But West Brom losing 2-1 to Watford has helped us out somewhat, in as much as now with 5 games to play, matter of 15 points available. That means that 97 available to them, 100 to Nottingham Forest. So we're 9 points away from that 100 mark. And, well, that's 3 games we need to win in order to secure the title. In fact, I didn't mean to do that. What I should have done, we quickly go back into the table. What I really need to do. So 15 points for West Brom available to them. So that is 97. So on my reckoning, right? Yeah, 97. So 2 more wins and we will have guaranteed promotion to League One. It will then be a question of whether we get there in front of Nottingham Forest or we slip up in these final games. Nottingham Forest not lost in 5. We've lost that 1 game against Norwich City. Really gooling. Otherwise we'd have been at 9 points in front of them, which would have been really, really good. Some transfer. I think that's Kongaloo. Yep. He wants to leave. We're looking for £1 million. In fact, Malaga have made that bid for £1 million. So it looks like Kongaloo could be on his way out. He hasn't played a lot this season. If we just go down and find Kongaloo, if I can find him. Where are we? Kongaloo. There we are. Terence Kongaloo. He has played 3 times this season. Made 3 appearances, 7.13. A left-sided defender, really. Doesn't get a lot. Pring has thingied him out. So it will be a case of replacing him. 450,000 we pay for him. We're going to sell him on for $1 million by the looks of it. So had a good season last season, but this season he's not had so much game time coming from Fulham. But we're looking for a new left-sided defender to take us through. Right. Quick look then. Do we know Joe Williams? He's only out for a couple of days. Just got a tapped ankle. That's good news because 6 days down to the next game. Right. What is going to happen here? We've got to decide what we're doing for this coming episode. We're going to play Middlesbrough and QPR offline, whatever happens. 2 away games back to back, which is a bit of a worry because our away form hasn't been too bad. But 2 away games, Middlesbrough, who are currently 7th, QPR, who are currently 10th. I want them to play, and then we'll see how we are fitted with West Brom. Could well be, as I said before, we'll come back West Brom, do the Birmingham game offline, unless Birmingham game is likely to secure our promotion. And then we will go. It's potential that in the next episode we will have 3 games back to back, so we'll be not too much chat in between and a very quick flick flack and get the 3 games in. Might be a slightly longer episode, but it will be technically our final playing episode of the series, so we'll make the most of it, I think. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all that's happening on this particular channel. It will let you know when the final episodes of the current 3 series are coming out, making Tottenham Hotspurs again to be a legend and from the bottom to the top. And also it will keep you in the loop of what's happening on our new series for FM23, which is just a little more than a week away now, possibly a week tomorrow. It will be out. We'll wait and see. Fingers crossed. It's getting rather exciting. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel and more, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's episode 22. It's out next Saturday at 11 o'clock. Don't miss it. Till then, it's a very goodbye.